Chipatoni, averaging 14 minutes a game, played 28 on Sunday night. So she's one of the players who'll be soaking up McDonald's minutes. Potter. There's Atwell. There's Maley. The two they were talking about, and starts well. Woods. Akuzo. Back to Courtney. Goes baseline. Lovely feed through to Roof. Maley to Foreman. Elite defender has the job on Whitcomb early. Here's Atwell having a super year.
And already you can see from Perth a lot more pin-down screens instead of ball screens.
Kick ahead pass is good, and Michaela finishes.
Was rewarded by Courtney Wood's pass on that.
Great vision. Beautifully weighted for Michaela.
But Steph can fill up a stat sheet.
And Steph may get the chance tonight if they do lock down hard on Whitcomb and Woods. Reed might get more opportunities. Roof. Akuzo. Here is Courtney against Atwell. Help from the back came from Potter and ends up in the hands of Roof, and she finishes.
She just hangs around, always puts herself in a position to get boards, McRoof.
Back to a one-point game. Atwell. It's good.
Man, that is tough.
Back to Annalee. Draws the foul and one.
That's almost becoming a signature move for Annalee Maley, the back down, turnaround, fadeaway to the middle of the key.
Averaged 20 points a game in her MVP season a couple of years ago, so she is well capable. Atwell been busy. She and Maley really have stepped up tonight. A lot more offense through those two. Long range shot is good from Tage Morrell. Makes 2 of those 3. She's 7 for 8 from the stripe already in the opening term. Reed. Late shot on the buzzer is good!
Oh my
Sammy Whitcomb, you can't keep her down all night. Sammy from the car park gets one late. Jason Bennett alongside Kelsey Griffin as we start the second term. Chipatoni, good child, where's the contact and finishes.
That's a tough finish, and that's not normally what you see from Mila Goodchild. She's usually a three-point shooter, wants to stop and pop, but really strong finish to the basket.
Maley hits the floor. Roof against Morrell. Zatina from long range in game 100. Zatina Akuzo.
And she's worked on that shot. That's something that I've seen her make in the offseason, and she's, got the green light to shoot it wide open, feet set. She can knock it down. 4-3
ball in 100 games for Zatina. Good child from the corner responds. Akuzo. Woods. Get some space, and that's all Courtney needs.
It might not actually be about your ability, but about the situation. She's found a system that really suits her skill set, and credit to her taking advantage of the opportunities. And speaking of another player showing off her skill set, Courtney Woods.
Whitcomb. Expansive pass to the corner, and Woods goes bang!
That's a great read. When you're seeing the overhelp, Z ducks in.
Back to a one-possession game. Townsville working their way back into it nicely. Maley, Potter, huge 3 for Goodchild. Good shot.
Open shooter. When the defense collapses, when there's 2 that go to 1, somebody's got to be open.
Great response, and it's back out to 6. Whitcomb blows past Atwell. And suddenly, both these teams have stepped it up a notch. But tonight, she's found her range. She was 0 for 8 from the field and 5 turnovers, but tonight she's doing a great job as Sammy Whitcomb drops in another 2. She's up to 9 points, starting to look dangerous. 10 for Woods, 9 for Akuzo, 9 for Whitcomb. Ball in dispute, and away comes Courtney Woods. Good run from Brown, and she finishes. Great support from Cassandra Brown.
Early shots in a shot clock. You get it stopped, defense or offensive transition down the other way. Easy basket.
The Fire have tied it up. Akuzo, 2 other exciting emerging opals. No call. Now they play the 2-man game, or the 2-woman game in this case. Reed to Akuzo for 2 more.
That Shannon looks to go to in the second half, instead of running middle long balls, which historically...
She gets past Chipatoni. In a normal situation, she'd go on to the rack. Wants to chew up as much time as possible to prevent Perth getting a shot at the other end. Works the veteran and finishes.
Perth was a little more stagnant. There wasn't as much free-flowing cutting and attacking to the basket. That was a far more perimeter-dominant offensive set from Perth.
Move to Reed. Inside to Akuzo, and Tatina's been a weapon tonight. She's been a real handful. She's up to 16 points. Shibatoni. Spin move on Reed. Steph gets a hand in to try and disrupt it. Alex stuck to the play and finishes. To Reed. There's Steph identifying. Corner shot. Roof makes it. 3-ball corner pocket for Michaela. Shibatoni. Critical scrimmages right now. Atwell tries to shake Reed. Brilliant from Amy Atwell.
Man, that's tough.
Looking like Townsville was sneaking out to a handy lead. Woods works with Akuzo. She draws the foul. Frustrated Emily Potter throws her hands in the air. Mila just full throttle to try and make up those couple of steps, and Steph knew she was coming, so she just stopped her run. Smart again from Reed.
Yep.
Thanks, Megs. Isn't that wonderful for Zatina as well to have a seasoned veteran, the 30-year-old Amanda Zawi Bees, who said 235 WNBA games to be able to learn from every day, to go against a practice.
You know, selfishly, when you see them go and actually practice it and execute it in a game, it's special.
Forster. Atwell. Guarded by Woods. Puts it on the floor. Drives the lane.
Tough finish. You know, drove past. Everyone kind of stayed a little bit of help there, but it was late, and Amy's just too long. If that was a free throw situation, if they're going to go make and miss and just try to get Townsville a little bit out of rhythm offensively.
Brilliant from Whitcomb. Strips Forster. It's got support. Goes herself and finishes. 10-point game, 38 seconds left in the third term. An important 38 seconds. Big basket here for Mila, and she makes it.
Jeez, that's a tough shot.
Woods feeds Roof, back out to Courtney. Extra pass, this is Saffron Shields. Back to Courtney. Turnaround shot from Zawi B is superb. They just lost their first option in Potter, so Tage Morrell, who's in her first WNBL game since 2019, now has to step into that role. She's going against Zawi B. You just know they're going to start going to the bigs a lot more.
Get to the foul line, or are you going to settle for perimeter shots? And then Townsville has opportunity to extend this lead.
A couple of fumbles from Reed. Great pressure from Gorman, and she'll be rewarded with 2 points.
And that's what they want. That's exactly what Petrick will be wanting from his young players coming off the bench, playing pressure defense.
Reed weaves her way through traffic. Somehow feeds it to Roof, who just pulls it out of the congestion. Shibatoni. Gorman. Nailing. Hannon. They say, go shoot it. She says, no, I'll take it myself to the rack for 2.
I make a good case for it too. It's tough.
Woods to Zawi B. She might come up with the 2 in the more traditional manner. She does.
You can see her confidence is just growing as she understands the league and gets to play with her teammates, builds chemistry.
Tony to Maley, spins through Brown. Finishes. And 1.
And she's going to be aggressive until the final siren.
Players on both teams in double figures tonight. Both sides really sharing the scoring load. That one short from Atwell. Off to Whitcomb as we head to Megs.
Well, I spoke to Zoe B for ESPN, the article online today, and as Kelsey said, she's really happy and settled here in Townsville, and that's showing on the court.
Yeah, it was a wonderful article, Megs. Well done on the ESPN website. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. Traded 3 times in a year and finished in Israel and has now come to Australia. Well done. She draws the foul. So she's played in 16-point game, just over 5 minutes to play. Hannon to Goodchild. Their stuff out of timeouts tonight has been excellent.
Brilliant. I mean, that was a great misdirection. When she helped just one step, Mila came out, was able to get a turnout wide open 3.
Woods thought about the inside pass. Instead, she goes to Michaela and might not. It just rolls around and won't drop. Goodchild puts speed on the ball, takes on the defence, finds a lane, and Mila Goodchild having a great night.
Well, and potentially find 2 styles of play. So can he sneak some rests for McDonald when she does come back and have them still be a really big offensive threat?
Michaela knew that was good from the moment it left her fingertips. Reed to Akuzo, one-on-one with Morrell, spins. Wants to keep it alive. Back to Roof. Gonna have to put the shot up. Does put the shot up. Woods, and 1 on the buzzer. Talk about making something out of nothing.
Saying that was a pass, I guarantee it.
That's an assist off the glass. She receives the inbound from Woods. So movement here from Townsville. Whitcomb, beautiful. Akuzo, Roof, perfection. Good child. Will have learned an enormous amount going against Reed tonight. Chibatoni. Out to Good Child, who puts up the 3-ball and makes the 3-ball.
You know, you might not say, oh, that's an early shot, or is that a shot we want?
13-point margin for the Fire. Nice work. Good Child gets Morel a couple of points. Back to Michaela. She makes something happen. She's got 5 seconds. Just puts it up. Why not? Everything else has worked for her tonight. Brilliant from Michaela Roof. And the Townsville Fire win 9 in a row over Perth. They go 2 games clear at the top of the table. The reigning champions firming as the team to beat once again.